Hey, Mario Gonzalez again here, just with a quick update. We're getting lots of phone calls with regards to this increasing interest rate. And we just want to show you really what that translates to you as a buyer in this market. We also are going to touch on if you're a seller, is it still a good time to sell? Is it still a good time to buy? Hang out with us at the end and we'll show you how you can still save money in this market. So hang on and we'll get right to you. Hey, so if you're in the housing market at all and you've been watching the news, you're seeing all the one-liners right now. You know, the highest rate increases since 1994, the highest weekly increase in 35 years, interest rates reaching an all-time peak. So it's not an all-time. It is definitely out of the norm that we've seen here since really kind of the pre-COVID time frame, or 2018-19, where interest rates, you know, kind of hit the lowest that they had been in a really long time, historically low. But now we're coming up and we're pushing 6% nationwide. So what does that mean as it translates to you? Now, you're going to see a ton of people talking about it. I'm seeing the reels, I'm seeing the TikToks, I'm seeing the YouTube videos, I'm seeing everywhere. Everyone's a talking head. I'm only going to quote one guy, and I'm going to reference, okay, his name is Lawrence Yun. He is we'll put him up here on the screen. He is the Chief Economist for the National Association of Realtors. This is his job. This is what he has been doing for a long time. He's very good at it, and he has a way of simplifying things and just explaining to them how it translates to you as someone in the real estate market, particularly the buyers. So what Lawrence will tell you is that in very simple terms, this interest rate hike that we see, now pushing 6%, if you were buying a home, say $300,000, and you were buying that home in December of last year, and you were buying that same home here now at 6 and change and the interest rates, if you just took those interest rates and everything else being the same with the down payment and the insurance and HOA fees, if you took everything else the same, just the difference on your principal and interest from where we were in December to where we are right now is going to be about $600 a month in your monthly mortgage payment. That's huge. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that on a large scale, we're going to see our buyer market shrink a little bit. Now, we already have seen that. We've seen that if you're following our monthly updates, you saw that in our May update, that you saw that the buyer's market is shrinking, that our closings are coming down, that the loan qualifications and applications are also coming down. I should say approved applications are all coming down. It's just true, okay? So most people, if you just took that average of $300,000, that increase of $600 a month, that's going to take between 50 and 75% of literally the buyers that were out there in that market out of the market. Now, is it still a good time to buy? Yes, it's still a good time to buy. If you look historically, okay, if you went all the way back to the 80s, this is still relatively speaking, a historically low interest rate. To have a high fives or a 6% interest rate is still a great time to own a home. Now, if you looked at buying power, okay, if you looked at having a home for a long time, if you looked at home ownership compared to inflation, we've got other videos on that as well. It's still a great time to be a buyer in this market. Now, yes, home prices are still up there in the grand scheme of things, but there's no real sign right now of, we hear the bubble bursting or collapsing. That's not going to happen. We may see them flatten out a little bit. But the point is, if interest rates continue to go up, even if prices flatten out, it's going to cost more to buy a home tomorrow than it will today. So honestly, it's still a very good time to buy a home. Now, I also promised to you, before I get to the final part, let me talk about the sellers. Is it still a good time to sell a home? Yes, because the prices are still relatively high in the grand scheme of things. So most people have a pretty good equity position that they can sell their home, even if they've only owned it for a couple of years, because of the rates that we've seen, or the appreciation that we've seen the past couple of years. So it's still a great time to own a home. We also have another video that's talking about what the investors are doing right now, so make sure you check that out as well. Now, I did promise this, so I promise you to show you how you can still save money in this era if you're buying a home. There's lots of different ways, okay? We'd really like to have that one-on-one conversation with you, but if you are a military, or you're a veteran, or you're a first responder, or you're a teacher, or you're in the healthcare industry in any way, shape, or form, there are programs out there, specifically in Florida. There's a Hometowns Heroes program initiative, and that right now is basically helping you with like a second loan, but it is at 0% interest for you, and it can be up to $25,000 to help you towards closing costs and your down payment. It's phenomenal. Another way is with a Homes for Heroes agent like us at Navy to Navy Homes. We give you 25% of our commission back if you're in any of those hero groups, just for the same purpose, to help you there in buying a home. And that's just money that we give you. That doesn't have to be repaid or any way, shape, or form. So there's still ways, even with raising interest rates, there's still ways that you can save money. You just have to know the right people. So we hope that we can make that connection. We hope this information was helpful to you. And please, please, please always reach out or drop a comment below, like and subscribe. But those comments really, that's how we interact with you and help you through this journey. And that's what we want to be. We want to be a resource. So until next time, we hope this information helps.